final chorus. Too much 808. Yo, what's up guys? It's Chikata here. I'm just making this video to show you guys how to make an MGK type beat, like a pop punk instrumental. And of course, the first thing you're gonna need is an electric guitar. By the way, as you can probably see, this is the first video on this channel. And this channel is essentially just gonna be teaching you guys about beat making, producing, tips. If you have any suggestions, just leave them in the comments. I'll try to do them. Yeah, subscribe if you like it. Let's see what's up. I want to show you guys everything I've been learning from producing. You can check out my other channel where I post my beats. Looks like we got some rainy day vibes out here. So this right here, this is my Zoom H5. It's just an audio recorder. It can record audio to an SD card using battery power, or it can also act as an audio interface. And it has two inputs here that I can plug guitars or microphones into and then record either to an SD card with different tracks, or I can record the signal directly into FL Studio. And that's what I use it for mostly. I used to do a lot of voiceover with it, but now I mostly use it for an audio interface. So I always record my guitars clean and then I add the effects later using VSTs or plugins, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna jump over to my webcam and show you guys how I make an MGK type beat. Yo, we here in FL. I'm gonna drag this face cam down and we're gonna start making a beat. So first thing you gotta do is pick the BPM, of course. So I'm just gonna pick a random BPM. And then you have to pick what key your song's gonna be in. I'm gonna pick, I don't know, we'll see as we go. We gotta go F9, go to insert 1. This thing over here, we can pick the input. Then we can play something and we can see the input, the signals coming through. To make it so we don't have that annoying feedback loop, because it's almost impossible to play when there's a delay like that, you can push this green arrow once you have the channel selected. So it's not being routed to the master. And then we want to make sure it's mounted to record. And then we can select record, turn on the metronome, and start recording. Grab myself a guitar pick. Alright, so I just decided I'm going to go with this chord progression: G, D, E, minor. I think this is the key of E minor? Maybe it's the key of G. Anyway, I'm playing bar chords, so I'm only playing these 3 notes. So the reason why I play bar chords for the rhythm is that's just very common in punk rock music. So there's not too much going on. It leaves a lot of room for the vocals and the other guitars that are going to come in later. I always double track, so I always record 2 recordings of my rhythm guitars, and then I pan one all the way to the left and one all the way to the right. So I'm going to record that, and then yeah. Need to turn that delay off. Alright, let's do that again. Alright, we got those guitars recorded. I'm going to turn off recording. listen. Gotta line it up with the metronome as best as possible, because there's a delay when you record sometimes. And what I do here in FL Studio is I just drag this to be as short as it can, starting at the bar that it's starting at. I make unique as sample to cut off any stuff that was unnecessary. And then I go time warp sample, and this allows me to essentially quantize the recording. And then I just go through and manually make sure it's on time perfectly. So there's one of them, time to do the other one. What you do, you select everything and just go up here to the scissor, quantize time. But then you really want to listen and make sure you actually played it right, otherwise it'll just be off and it'll throw the whole beat off. Alright, we got them quantized. Let's see how they sound. We need to route them to mixer channels though. I'm just going to pick random mixer channels and route them. You want to stay organized, so I'm just going to do LR because these are going to be the main guitar signals for the rhythm. Cool. And then we need to come up with a cool riff to start. We're going to start with just the riff and then bring these guitars in. So let's find a riff in the key that we're playing in. Can't really come up with anything super creative right now, but I came up with this. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, ba, da, da. So I messed up, so then I just hit it the next time around, so you can do that and then chop it if you're not the best guitar player like me. There we go. I'm going to quantize it using new, time warp, just like I did last time. So actually, since I messed it up, I need to render it to be one audio file, so I'm going to put this on a mixer track, start recording, and then go here, disk recording, render to WAV file, make sure I have it selected, so then I can make it a single WAV file, and then I can open it with the time warp. So now I'm just going to record like this muted picking thing. Just, you know, put your palm over here on the guitar, rest your palm so it's a muted sound. Yeah, I'm going to record that, 2 layers to pan left and right for the intro. So I recorded these simple strums, routed them to their own channel. I recorded the plucks, like I said, the muted plucks. And then I have it together, no processing yet. So it sounds like poop, but we'll see. So I'm gonna add amp simulator, a guitar rig, which is, you can use guitar rig for free. Put on the effect, then bounce it out. You have like 30 minutes or an hour until you have to restart the program. So if you can just record the guitars and put guitar rig in within an hour or 30 minutes or whatever, you can use it for free. So I would recommend it. I'm gonna go to guitar amps, Citrus, electric Citrus maybe. No, I don't know about that. Let's try a different one. Sure, maybe. Add a Pro Q, just take out some of the low end. Actually, go to here, add a preset that's just a mud removal. And then we're going to add a S1 stereo imager. You can use anything. If you want to use a stock plugin, you can use the stereo enhancer or the stereo shaper right here, but I like this one. It widens out the stereo image so it doesn't sound so empty, I guess. Yeah. Add another guitar rig on the little riff. Where's guitar rig? There it is. I usually go to styles and I go to alternative and I just play through them, but these are going to be a little bit too hard for this so far. See, it's a bit hard for what I want right now, so I'm gonna try jazz. Cool, so I'm gonna add some amp effects to the plucked now. So we're gonna add some drums for the intro. There's a really good drum kit that's free, MT Power Drum Kit. I'll probably put a link in the description, otherwise you could just Google that. Yes, it's free, but blah, blah, blah. Asks you to donate, but you can just skip it. I would obviously recommend donating if you really like it. But it's cool. They have all these grooves. So you can pick a groove, or you can just go into the piano roll and program the drums yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and just create an intro. Also, something I do, though, is I make two of them. Two different instances of MT Power Drum Kit, and then I route one to one channel and another to another channel. And then I put a Fruity Love filter on one of them that's going to be used for the intro and give it kind of like an underwater sounding effect. Add the Fruity Love filter, I go to presets, and I add the low pass. We also need to add a bass guitar. I'll show you the pattern I have so far for the drums in a moment, but we can just use one that's free. I'm pretty sure it's free. Yeah, ample bass. I would normally use Trillion, but I think I'm going to use an ample bass just for the sake of this tutorial because it's free. So I can show you guys you don't have to use expensive plugins for it to sound good. So just follow the bass line. So I just have this little thing so far with the drums. I'm going to change it up definitely, but like here's without the love filter. I'm going to make that more intense of a drop in. But also something I like to do with drums is Control A and then Alt R. Randomize the velocities using this knob because drummers obviously never play every hit with the same velocity, so yeah, no. This is what it sounds like with the love filter and the beat so far. And then we can add a bit of a riser right there into a drop and then bring in the real drum. And yeah, so here's what we got. Let me show you guys what I have. I just added some guitar rig to these things. So like this one, I added guitar rig jazz mellow tweed. I added, obviously I showed you guys that one, the citrus with the stereo imager, and then I added jazz amp to these in guitar rig, jazz amp, basic jazz, both of them, and I cut off the low end so it's not too, I need to bring that bass guitar there as well. I'm also gonna add a new mixer track with the bass guitar, make a guitar rig. I need to turn those jazz amp or these strums down, it's too loud. But now I'm gonna add a bass amp simulator. Cool. Cool. Something else I like to do, so we have our drums here. Without the love filter, here's what it sounds like. Let me put a DS10 on that too, just before the love filter. And then what I like to do is, so you have the love filter, you want to right click on the knob, create an automation clip so you can automate the intensity of the love filter. And then I like to just slowly bring it down, but then very sharply when the drop is coming up, turn off the love filter. So pretty close to where I want it. There we go. And then I'm just gonna bring in a random riser. You can download these all over the internet. I'm gonna add it to its own channel. I'm gonna add Fruity Stereo Enhancer, which is, again, it's a free one. I'm just gonna enhance it all the way to be as wide as it will let me. Then I'm gonna add a 1-bar riser too, just cause might as well. I'm just gonna add it to the same track, to be honest. Actually, I'm gonna have its own track. Alright, so my computer kept crashing, so I just went ahead and structured it out. I'm gonna show you guys what I've done. So, like, I got the drum, the bass. So first chorus is just bass guitar. Then we got the trap drums, which is just right here. Starts out with just a clap and a hi-hat. Very simple pattern with the hat going every like 4 steps or whatever. So we got that and the guitars strumming, and then right here's the riff comes in with a faster hi-hat pattern and the kick. So I like to bring in trap drums for the verse usually, and then I also, after that happens, then I have it happen in the chorus too, which you'll see here in a second. But I add this swell as well, and then I add the 808. It's pretty quiet right now, but when I add my mastering plugin, it gets a lot louder. I need to add a, right there, I like to add the drum fill type of thing, which there is somewhat of a drum fill, but I want to add this one right here into the chorus. There we go. There we go. And then I just have the same thing as the first chorus, but I have the 808 playing and the trap drums, as well as the acoustic drums. I also added a ride on this. I added that. Yeah, and then I have the second verse, and I have like 4 bars of both verses. Then this is a verse or a bridge, I don't even know. I brought in piano because I don't want to come up with a new guitar part, so I just brought in this piano that plays the chords. It's using Keyscape. Added a little bit of reverb to it. And then I have these voices from Arcade. It's very much in the background, the voices. I need to change that third note. Then I have this piano. It's kind of Blink-182 sounding. Just have that come in. I have the bass guitar come in. And then I have the guitars come in here. And the swell is this 5 bars? No, it's 4. Final chorus. Too much 808. Yeah. That's about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything I haven't explained to you guys. I mean, just, you got to decide how you want to structure it. I might change it up. A lot of times I'll do verse, bridge combined, no chorus between them. But I don't know, I might only have 1 verse, or I could add a verse at the start. Because this is a bit of an intro, but I could make this verse 1, and then go verse 2. And then, so yeah, like verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, bridge, final chorus. I think that's what I'm going to do. I might lengthen the start to make a little bit of a verse space there. It's up to you whether you want to start with the hook or you want to start with the verse, but
Also, you can't forget to add your producer tag. I was going to have a little bit more of an intro there, but I'm not going to. Let me show you guys the 808. Nothing special. It's just following the bass line. I don't know if that rhythm's completely on, but if it's not, I'll fix it. That's how it sounds. I got the hi-hat pattern, which has just a slight roll on the trap hi-hat. I just have... And over here I have another tiny little roll. I have the velocity varying, so it's... Goes hard, soft, hard, soft. Yeah, and then I just have this pattern here. I have on the snare, I usually put a compressor on the snare, well, the clap in this case. The kick, I don't have anything on it. The hi-hat, I don't have anything on it. The pianos, I have RC20 on this piano. Pretty slightly, but it's just to make it more wide. I might add a little bit more reverb too. Let's make it more wide, add some space, a little bit of distortion to make it sound a bit more vintage. This piano, I just have a S1 stereo imager again. I already exported it out, so there was an S1 stereo imager and then a little bit of reverb. Alright guys, there you have it. There's our MGK type beat. I'm going to export it and post it on my beat channel here in a minute. I'll play the full beat now at the end of the video so you guys can hear. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or recommendations for future videos you want to see from me, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Peace out.
Got it.